If one common element weaves through the numerous festivals and fairs in India, it is the sheer explosion of color and the endless surge of pilgrims. The synergy of sight and sound makes the festivals of rural India as vivid as they are stimulating. On the full moon of the month of Kartik by the Hindu almanac, October-November as per the solar calendar, a lake 11 kilometers from the town of Ajmer in Rajasthan becomes the setting for one such festival. A festival where the most unusual collection of pilgrims and traders congregate. The pilgrims come to bathe in the historic lake of Pushkar, a lake whose sanctity has been conferred on it by religious mythology. And for these devout believers, a holy dip during this sacred period brings them a step closer to salvation and moksha. Because it was on this spot that Brahma, the supreme creator, performed a Vedic Yagna. Today, a major temple honoring Lord Brahma is situated here, perhaps the only temple dedicated to the Lord of the universe. For the traders who come from far and near, Pushkar becomes vital for a more mundane reason. During the next 5 days, the best collection of camels and cattle will be on display here for buying and selling. In the desert landscape of Rajasthan, camels play a significant role. They are the beasts of burden and the principal vehicle of transportation in the rural settings. Here in Pushkar, the camels form a dominant motif and almost become the symbol for the cattle fair. But over the years, Pushkar has become a pilgrimage for many others, only to savor the sights and sounds of the bazaar. Tourists from all over the world descend on this tiny village to enjoy the scenes and imbibe the atmosphere. For these select guests, special tents have been erected. Designer tents which have all amenities including for the fastidious traveler. The festival is also carnival time for the local inhabitants, with Ferris wheels, curio stalls and even an adventurous hot air balloonist against the dazzling blue sky as source of entertainment. In the evening, the religious character of the fair gets underlined by a dramatic display of the firewalkers. The leap of faith is adequately demonstrated as the pilgrims tread hot burning coal and come out unscalded. The burning embers and the sparkle of flames dancing out when the devout march through it in a courageous display of absolute and unconditional belief. If religious significance gives Pushkar its rationale, it is the sheer exotica that allows it to prosper. The fascinating images of a palpable and living culture brings back the pilgrims and tourists every year.
Across this desert terrain, caravans from Central Asia once moved in search for business and barter, and in their wake flourished medieval kingdoms whose legacy is remembered to this day in the culture and folk music of the land. Music which is sung by bards and minstrels using every conceivable instrument.
The camel entourages that crossed these horizons in days gone by are still among the most familiar images of Rajasthan. The fortresses and palaces are rich repositories of legend, evidence of the glory of a bygone era. For Rajasthan is replete with tales of valor and bravery, of mythology and epics. Ruled by the Rajput kings, patrons of art and architecture, and proud defenders of their stylish way of life, it is this boldness of the Rajput spirit that pervaded the culture, allowing it to survive the onslaught of invaders and even the enticements of the modern age.
The seemingly inhospitable landscape of Rajasthan is enlivened by the melange of colours that one finds in the dresses and turbans of the local men and women. And in the Havelis of Shekhawati, prominent business families have adorned the walls and facades of their homes with bright mural paintings which extol the saga of their lineage and even portray details from the folklore of the region. These Havelis have ornately carved doors and windows, some of them being restored diligently to their original splendour.
These fabulous homes and palaces are today being converted into heritage hotels for tourists. Heritage hotels are those palaces, forts and havelis which by government decree must keep intact the facade and furnishings of the original, including the antiques. Converted into luxury suites and rooms with the addition of modern amenities, these heritage hotels allow visitors to sample the graciousness and opulence of Rajasthan's glory without sacrificing their daily comforts.
In Udaipur, the palace of the local Maharaja, set in the scenic lake, is one of the more popular of tourist destinations. The Lake Palace is famous as a luxury hotel, renowned for its unique collection of artifacts and art objects.
The Umaid Bhavan Palace of Jodhpur, an overnight journey from Delhi by train, is once again not just the residence of the erstwhile ruler of the region. A section of the palace, with all the antique conversation pieces intact, has been converted into one of Rajasthan's most glamorous hotels. For the visitor, the hotel even provides a crash course in Rajasthani culture. Set amidst the campfire and sumptuous array of buffet dinner, local music and dance transports the visitor to enjoy the fable and fantasy of Rajasthani lifestyle.
But no visit to Jodhpur is complete without a trip to the imposing Mehrangarh Fort. This impressive fortress commands an eagle's eye view of the city of Jodhpur and was built at this strategic location to keep at bay the armies of invaders.
For most tourists, however, Rajasthan is synonymous with the desert festival of Jaisalmer. Jaisalmer, at the western edge of the state. The golden fort of Jaisalmer, burnished by the glow of the evening sun, has a mythical quality.
A quality shared by this quaint town, whose narrow streets and by-lanes have been converted into a veritable marketplace of trinkets, local fabrics, textiles and handicrafts. The Havelis of Jaisalmer, with their ornate facades, were once the pride of the rich merchants who lived here. Today, these intricately carved structures still stand, saluting the artistry and craftsmanship of their builders. But Jaisalmer is a desert town, and like all desert civilizations, music, dance and celebrations form a central theme of the prevalent lifestyle. Here in Jaisalmer, all this is found in great and natural abundance, amidst the most stunning desert backdrop.
Rajasthan and its various districts give one an opportunity to savor a magical mystery tour, a tour of a civilization whose continuity and majesty leaves an indelible and lasting impression on the visitor. Jaipur, the capital city of Rajasthan, is connected by air with major cities of India and other towns in the state. Rail services from Delhi link Jaipur, which is a major railway junction for other parts of Rajasthan. The town of Jaipur is linked to other parts of Rajasthan by a network of roads.